Hey guys, Type here bringing you a 4v4 today. We are on road to Arnhem. Playing for today's spawning in the south, we have Elon's Musk playing as Brit, who has Vanguard, Royal Artillery and Commandos. 3 XT4 Crizby as Soviets, who has Mechanized Support, Tank Hunters and Urban Defense. Cowardly Blender playing as Soviets, who has Lend-Lease, Garb Motor, and NKVD locking into that. And finally Orphan, as US forces also locking in straight away to Mechanized. Up in the north we have Chicken Killer Touma Misaki playing as Ostheer, who has Fishing Support, Jaeger Infantry and Storm. Trigger as OKW, who has Luftwaffe Ground Forces, Breakthrough and Overwatch. Google Translate tells me this is Master Tau Z. Playing as Ostheer, who has Festung, Armor, Storm and Mechanized, Mechanized, and finally loading ass kicking 100%. OKW Elite Armoured, Overwatch and Breakthrough. This is a TPI 5 casting reward redemption from way back in the day. So the ranks here, Allies 3 of them are arranged team, haven't quite made their placement matches. Otherwise all randoms, somewhere between rank 250 or so and 1250. But it seems to be relatively balanced between the two sides overall in terms of rankings. Okay, so a few wee skirmishes across the map here. Kind of interesting to see how my PC does in 4v4 now, post upgrade. As we are around the corner there. Got suppressed by their maxim anyway. And while these guys managing to sneak around side of the MG42, do have a Stern Empire squad there shutting down the conscripts. Oof. Early grenades actually ticked there by Elon's Musk, and they get the wipe because of it. Empire's getting suppressed. And the run, pretty even split of the maps so far. WC51 out for Orphan. Well, exposing the rear armor here, not ideal. Taking a lot of damage because of this. There we go. Does end up forcing a retreat though. Can't repair that without the rear echelon. They are close by though. Oh, he's gone for a flank. Next, I'm shoving that down. So this is my first real look at this map. I haven't cast many 4v4s, haven't played them since this map came out. Quite open through the center though. One out as well. Don't see too many of these. Getting some good work done. Can upgrade it as well. Probably advisable, especially if you're up against WC51 with potentially a squad inside. 221 can struggle because such good penetration on that. Oh, we've got some PTRS penals here in fact, so there we go. That could be the end of the 221. Very, very low. Oh, maybe some pathfinding issues there. And there we go. Gets finished off. A little bit clumsy there from loading ass kicking. kind of looked like he was only backing it away like a tiny bit at a time. Just gave it like an order to back away, like all the way back. Probably would have got away there, I think. Especially WC 51, not Vet 1 yet, doesn't have the speed boost. But yeah, 223, you know, with more health, more armor, probably also would have survived there. Quite a lot of Soviet support we can play here. All of them very, very low on health though. A forward battle group up from Trigger. Got a forward battle group up from Ass Kicking as well. Cav rifles working nicely on the flank. Oh, we got a Flamer half track out though. Gotta be careful. Maybe he's hoping that he could sneak back here and maybe throw out a sticky satchel, but went down way too quickly to that Flamer half track. So a sniper coming out now for Cowardly Blender. I have to do something about, you know, the center of this map being so open. Very good for machine guns, just camping it out. So you need indirect fire or a sniper. So flanking can be a bit tricky sometimes. Okay, well that's a very strange build from Touma Misaki. A lot of P-Grins with G43s. I mean, they're very strong, but probably led to a very slow start going for that. Let's rebuild the pies as well. And so far, the Allies are slightly ahead on the victory points. Half track getting some nice damage done here. G43 P-Green blow coming in on the retreat path. That looks likely to go down. Very good moving performance on those. Not going to pick it up though. And now running into this machine gun. Can it suppress? Oh no, this is too much firepower frontally. Back half track coming in as well. So Crizby trying to push it to the limits there a little bit with the Maxims getting punished hard. Losing both of them. They were like, you know, very low in health to start things off, even though they're, I think, 6 models. Already below half health. And what is going on with this Mortis retreat? Maybe that's just a graphical bug? Very, very strange. Kills so far from the sniper. We have tier 3 down for Cowardly Blender, but not utilizing anything from it at the moment. And the Axis, after making that nice push before, getting a lot of damage done. Somewhat late, AEC coming in here, but gets the job done, combining with the Zis from Crizby. Down goes the flak half track. Oh, that's a big bundle. Is that a squad down there?
Machine gun crew awaiting orders.
That's Musk. Yes, it was. Couldn't tell. You know, there's so many Tommies in the blob. I thought maybe the unit shield might have teleported over to a model that was standing further away, but no. Squad down. 43 P-Greens doing some nice damage there. You see getting the work here. Bit of Rakitten coming in now for Trigger. A little bit sloppy though, not having any Rakitten when you got a flak half track on the field. Just asking for something to go wrong. Sniper getting to work. Commissar using the fair propaganda artillery there. Slowing down these grenadiers coming in. Still on the drain. The centre isn't really defended at the moment. Open for the capture.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Probably wouldn't bother leaving those 2 squads on that low health on the front lines. Elon's Musk doesn't have any healing actually. We might have had medics back at base. Yeah, definitely upgrade one of those Tommies with healing at least. Prioritize that over any further Brens.
A new engineer section is waiting for orders.
So, it'll just make your squad stronger, you know. Kind of similar to upgrading them with weapons, but it'll cost you not as manpower in the long run. Snare coming in on the 222. That was a very late 222. Rifle's getting a bit of a flank cooking here with the D crew and the ISG. It cost them a lot of models, those LMG Grenadiers, getting them for some good damage there. Oh, and a late T-70 as well from Crizby. Very, very late. I mean, I would say on average, most of the light vehicles... Oh! This game has been quite badly late. Okay, the kitten coming across for the T-70 now. Yeah, got the decro on the MG. And pull back quite safely after that. 222 diving in after the WC, but baited right into the AT gun. Nicely done there by Orphan. So now the WC-51 just shredding that squad out on the road there in the center.
75mm gun ready for action.
Oof, close call. Couldn't tell if that was a sniper landing or not with the WC-51 firing as well, but potentially that could have been a squad wipe. Okay, here we go. Panzer IV coming in. That's what I was talking about with that T-70 being quite late. But there's a mine there, and the AT gun's right there as well. Panzer IV just charging head on in. Oh boy, why did he drive back in with it? Drive back around behind the trees. It's behind it, so the AT gun can't get any further damage. P-green blob going to work, but the AC on its third attempt gets through the frontal armor. And down it goes. And the P-green blob did a huge amount of work decrewing everything, but T-70 coming in as a bit of cleanup. Getting a lot of bleed itself. And we get 2 already, in spite of getting this like maybe 2 minutes ago. A lot of rebuilding required for Crizby though. Squads needed for the recruit. Got 1 conscript only at the moment. Oh, there we go. T-70 getting the D-crew. You have a Shreya going up over here as well. The Sternpire Shreks though. Connecting. There's probably enough damage that T-70 has to pull back for repairs now. It's the recruit on the Raketen. Oh, slightly late retreat on those Sturmies. Double Bren section's going to work there. But yeah, I'd still recommend upgrading one of them with healing before the Brens. Save yourself some manpower, increase your combat strength. Oh no. Hanging around a little bit too long there, but once again, getting pretty lucky that WC-51 didn't get the wipe there. Flak base shutting down any further movement over here as well. So 6mm Sherman coming in for Orphan. So there's a pack out up. LMG Grenadiers coming in from the side here. Back how he spins around for them. Riflenade in, double riflenades, but good dodge. Small connection there from the Pack Owie. And the WC-51 coming in as well. And the Sherman. Grenadiers need to get out of there. Good idea here using the detection from behind the building. Good way to keep your Kugelwagen relevant in the late game. Grenades exchanged both ways. G43 Green's a nasty. We've got a Panzer IV coming in behind this as well. And for the chase down, looking for the wipe on this section. It's not vetted, so it is quite vulnerable. Does manage to get away. Now the T-70 coming in. Was that friendly fire? I think it would have gone down anyway, but oh boy. T-70 hidden back. And a lot of kills there. Nearly vet 3. So even though he got it super late, it has been very effective for Crizby, that T-70. Here's a 4 diving in again. Luckily no mines in its path this time, and the Raketen connects for 2 shots. Down goes the AEC. Might have been worth trying to fire off a desperation tread shot there. There's a bit of supporting anti-tank. We've done some nasty damage, and here comes the light artillery barrage. Scatter on the shells, not very favourable though. Lucky break for Crizby, able to get away. On the other side, KV8 going on a bit of a rampage here, getting the D crew. There's some good damage. To take engine damage though, has to pull back. Got the flares coming up from the sniper. Pretty good kill count on that, 15 so far. Panzer IV backing out on low. The second Panzer IV OKW one this time. Squad down there? I believe so. For Crizby, maybe a conscript. T-guns coming in from the side. Stuck around a little bit too long with this. Ended up getting decrewed. So Allies on the left, in a little bit of trouble. MG covering the support weapons, going to make it tricky for the recrew. Kid pushing up on the T-70. We have the Stoic strafing run, but pretty garbage at the moment. I'm going to call that in though. Oh, catches the stern pyro. Is actually doing some pretty good damage on that occasion. Good connection. Option is not that strong. And able to push back here nicely because of that. We were quite close to the edge of the map as well. Didn't allow that much dodging time and brought it in from a good angle. Very good utilization of that ability. As the force still awaiting repairs. He was, on the front lines with those stern pyros for such a long time, and then they ended up getting wiped. Painful. Elon's Musk here going for a Cromwell. I think of this particular instance, I'd probably try save something heavier. Coming towards the end of the phase where you go for a standard medium, unless you're maybe trying to dive in after some rocket artillery or similar. Try to go for like a Comet instead. It does have quite a lot of manpower in reserve, which can often be the issue when trying to save up for Hammer Anvil. Not too much fuel cost, but a good chunk of manpower can be the restricting factor. But Elon Musk, there's plenty of that in reserve at the moment. Here we go, doing a good job holding on. AT gun coming in from the side. Panzer IV got himself in some trouble. Got some smoke coming in, but still got the Panzer IV and the T-70 here. I mean the Cromwell and the T-70. A bit of crush action there from Elon's Musk. Nicely done. Recon plane up. That's the marked vehicle plane from the Dosi 51 on the Panther. And the emergency repairs on that is going to be back up to full strength quite quickly. I'm not able to do too much frontally at the moment. Oh boy, Cromwell. Didn't see that, but double Panzer IVs and a Raketen took care of it. Could be the end of the Panzer IV here though. Double AT guns. No, the smoke comes in just in the nick of time before this was due to fire off a shell. Now the Panzer IV on top of the 6-pounder. Can pop the rapid maneuvers, try and sprint away. Very helpful ability. Sticky satchel on the Panther, but far enough back that it's pretty safe. Panther coming in after the Dosi 51 here.
just got destroyed.
And here comes the NKVD troops. Don't have much to stop them. KV-8 needs to mobilize here. Is this a little bit exposed? Called them fear propaganda, actually. That's slowing them down a bit. Some major artillery coming down as well. It's like, oh, couldn't see any abilities active. But still, you know, even though the allies have been getting pushed back a bit, it seems, Axis just haven't contested the center at all for like minutes. Most of the game, in fact. Easy cap. And because of that, they are quite far behind on VPs. They're just sending off like one squad. It looks like Master Tao Z is sending a squad over there finally. But yeah, that could be some very easy VP control for the Axis team here. Don't miss out on that in your games. They're chasing in. So has to disengage though with the damage coming in from the Su-85, but good activation of the heat shells there on the Panther. I believe that will guarantee penetration on the KV-8, so worthwhile doing. Some pyrotechnics action coming in there. Building extremely low. Needs to jump out of there. Just when you're on recon mode. Good idea. Oof, gets out just before the building goes down. Lucky break there for Elon. Double 76mm Shermans through the center here. Panzer IV, I wouldn't be diving forwards on them like this. I wouldn't even be trying to take this 2-on-2 either. So far, Panzer IV is getting some pretty good penetrations, and we've got the Panther coming in. Okay, with the support of the Panther, makes a bit more sense. Rifle squad there, looking for the snare. The sight blocker here, though, saving the day for the moment. But the command Panzer IV coming in as well, giving these guys the aura, which is really, really helpful. Su-85 spinning around a big tank maneuver here from the Axis team. We have quite a few units here, and the Sturm Target coming in. Oh boy, bad news here for the Allies. Got the anti-tank planes coming in now as well. Su-85 in some trouble. Panther coming in, and a main gun crit. Denying the opportunity to finish off this Panther. That is heartbreaking. As this gets decrewed there. M1 decrewed as well. So it started off as not much of a move there from Touma Misaki. But all of the Axis tanks combine up and get a tremendous amount of damage done. And come back in. And now we've got the infantry coming in. The G43 Peregrines with the follow-up. So that was a devastating push there from the Axis. Very, very painful. Those are the kind of pushes you really need a lot of mines down to counteract. Can be tricky though for Orphan, playing as US forces. There's a fall over here extremely low, but it looks like it's going to be able to back away to safety. So a lot of very, very low Axis tanks with engine damage as well. Managing to escape here. And now the Axis team coming through to finish off the decrewed team weapons as well. Just we put in the boost to the Allies with that push. If the Allies can't afford it, might be worth getting some anti-air now. Close air support and the airborne assault. There will be some planes around. What could be quite nice. Or maybe a half-track from Orphan. Orphan has a bit more rebuilding to do though. Maybe Crizby could afford it. And Crizby also trying to save for their 152. Barrage coming in. Ooh, lucky rocket scatter there. Gets the decrew on the Raketen. Didn't destroy it outright though. Now we've got a firefly for Elon's Musk also. Decent option. Another Panzer IV coming in for Touma Misaki. Got a nice Panzer IV fleet. Doom Tiger coming in. Still with the VP lead here, and they're capping in the center. Axis taking a pretty big backward step while they repair up all the tanks here, allowing the Allies some decent control, even though they're quite far behind. Got to be very, very careful with the Sherman here. It doesn't have any anti-tank support and is going for the A half-track. A pathfinding issue there, getting stuck on the mortar. He's on the high velocity armor piercing rounds on a 76mm though, so penetration here long range. Meanwhile, we've got the Panther Doom Tiger combo coming in here. Doom Tiger blasting the Zis, but the shell landing a little bit short. The Zis models were pretty well spaced backwards. He's trying to go for a reload while on the move here. That coming back in. 76mm Sherman over here as well. Got the planes over on the far side, I believe. Firefly in some trouble. There it goes. Maybe mass AT grenades though, going to be able to take down the Panther. Needs one more, it looks like. Is that a Katyusha that just went down there? No. It was just a plane crash. Strips quite far forwards, nothing over here for the snare. In comes the triple Panzer IVs, but we've got the anti-tank Overwatch artillery coming down. Some pretty good damage to them as they charge through the area. But the Allies just don't have enough anti-tank over here at the moment. AT guns rotating now for Crizby, but needs them over here right now. He's got the 152 ready to call in as well. Here we go, one of the Panzer IVs down. The other one's got engine damage. So this big all-in push from Touma could backfire here. The Orphan coming in as well. Big damage. AT guns rotating. Panther gets away. It looks like it might have had that wonderful feature where it bounced an AT grenade and didn't go down because of that. There we go. Panzer IV goes down. There we go. All those Panzer IVs end up going down. Could have got away maybe with one of them, right? The one with non-engine damage. I think I probably would have tried to run with that one. Left the other one to try and finish off those forward HQs. The damaged engine, but alright. So again, another pretty aggressive push from the Axis team. Got a lot of damage done. But I was able to fight back, take down a lot of those Panzer IVs, in fact all of them. So we were able to turn things around a little bit towards the end. Another team mine going off on the Panther there, giving a bit of early warning to the Allies. S-35 spins around to face because of that. Yeah, there we go. Panther's like, oh, I don't want to do that. Good damage on the Panther, so yeah, don't forget those light AT mines as US forces. They can come in handy, even if it's just as like an early warning system. Good Werfer strike that time, nearly get one after that. Another one coming in, same area. This one, the rocket scatter, not so good. We're getting staying alive there. Coming in, this one high explosive here. Good connection. The little Panthers are nearby though. But be careful with that T-70. It's an asset for sure. Having it on recon mode, spotting for the ISU is very, very strong. Good work there, merging into the Raketen, and the double Panthers decide not to dive in. Do you have enough munitions for the double airstrikes again? do have the A half-track available this time, and it is being left on AA mode as well. Nice snare coming through there, a little bit late on the trigger. Steam Tiger trying to come in. KV8 roasting away. Let's just get the stun off here. Panther coming in. Bit of friendly fire from that light AT mine there. With the penals. Able to get the sticky satchel off. We do have a kitten covering the retreat path. G385 can't really go in for the chase down without any consequences. Half-track coming in to support here. Still in the VP lead though, even after all this. They have managed to hold on to this VP on the far left very effectively so far. Got double Panthers for trigger, ready to rumble. PB and Blob charging through. Sinji's going to go for another one, and then Panther this time, so switching away from the Panzer IV spam. Grenade out, but it ends up costing him his squad going for that grenade. Maybe he's hoping that the suppression from the A half-track would have kicked in a bit earlier. Drop the DPS from them. Oh, this could be a nasty Katyusha. Double Fallschirm Jaeger. Dodge forwards though, take a lot of health damage, not too many models down. Stupid also not terribly effective. Good attempt with that Katyusha, but didn't ultimately end up getting too much done with it. Munitions cache down, a good idea. Just briefly going for the 17 pounder. Interrupts that, gets the engine damage off. The Panther going to go down here. KV8 soaking the damage, acting as a spotter. Shot required. Smoke coming out though, blocking the 76mm Sherman for a bit. But the double Panthers coming across. There we go, 76mm with the armor-piercing rounds equipped gets the job done. So we've got the Panthers in the smoke here. W385s can't be super effective because of that. Well, command tank pushing forwards, but the 17 pounder did go up. This could go horribly wrong for the Axis team here. Light artillery barrage though baits out the brace. So it's not firing at the moment. We've got the planes coming in, and they did take down a half-track. There's nothing to shoot down these planes, and they're going to be very effective here. S35 in some trouble. We've got the anti-tank Overwatch coming down. It's all going down in the center here. Chaos. S35 goes down. And just circling around, cleaning up the scraps. Is that zeroing artillery? Something came down there. Oh, maybe it was from the Command Panther artillery. Finishes off the 17 pounder. Oh! There goes the Panther though, triggering the mine. Just with the cleanup, we've still got a few support weapons lying around. Riflemen were briefly trying to go for the snare there, decide against it. Tries to save them. Got a Jackson coming in this time for Orphan. But yeah, losing that AA half-track ends up being very, very costly for the Allies. Shut down the mass tank assault there. Do take out the Sturm Tiger though on the exit. Got the Jackson in there now as well. Oh boy, gets a little bit too close with that. Elon's Musk fires off the snare. A lot of AT guns around here as well. Jackson needs one more shot. Getting a little bit of cold feet though with the Shrek there. Just come back and need something to spot for it. So he's just maybe going to drive in. Go head to head. Kitten needs to spin around. Goes for an attack round, in fact. Does not get the result. If they're able to limp home. That thing's a good run. Escaping on super low multiple times. Tiger now for ass kicking. King Tiger on the far side, but it's taken engine damage in front of the AT gun as well. Conscripts ooh-ahing around, hoping to get a few more snares off, a bit of extra damage. Trying to fire off some smoke to cover the exit of the King Tiger here. And the mass AT grenades and the 6-pounder finish the job. So the smoke not quite covering the King Tiger's retreat here, but oh boy. AT gun misses. Infantry takes down the conscripts. They just need one more AT grenade. That would have done the trick. But no, King Tiger able to limp home to safety there. And to take Overwatch coming through. Do have a marked vehicle, but the marked vehicle plane I believe has been shot down, so they don't have sight of it over here. ISU though, getting some big hits in. Figure's super low. Oh my god. And the Panther driving forwards here takes engine damage. ISU wipes out 2 squads, and now the Panther could be next. The plane's coming in, and they take out the Katyusha. T-70 spotting. ISU switching over to AP ammo. Oh, it goes down. Was that the T-70, or maybe it was the 6-pounder? Do you have to worry about these planes? ISU could take some damage. Got a Panther nearby as well. I might try and pounce now. Double Panthers, in fact. So this needs to spin around. I don't know if you can hear these through the fog of war. Panthers get cold feet. He would have needed 3 shots to kill the ISU. Hard to tell. Oh, T-70 going in. Bring in the planes. They're not very good against vehicles. Even on the rear armor, a lot of shots getting blocked by the mechanized truck. T-70 though, I don't know how this thing's still alive. 38 kills. Been extremely strong. And yeah, the machine gun on the ISU nearly gets it killed. Shooting at those planes there. Oh, Jackson dueling it with the Panther. Oh, and he takes a main gun crit. Heartbreaker for ass kicking. Now that Jackson can come safely back in here and just finish the job. Drop the RD on the AT gun though. Oh my god, it gets abandoned too. Just horrible RNG there for ass kicking. Lucky break there for the allies though. Calling in the plane, opening up the capture in the center.
Threatening a capture point.
With a barrage coming through. Dodged away with the machine gun, not the AT gun though. It does get decrewed. But you can see the difference, you know. Quite a few times these Axis tanks running over a mine. And that allows the allies to win the engagement. So these mines are very important at this stage. Almost every time they're netting a Panther kill. Posting away, MG inside the building going down extremely quickly. He was in the upper decker though, wasn't taking any flame damage. KV8 was reloading. So I hit the King Tiger mobilizing. Stupid barrage through the center. Commissar really wants to complete the capture though, and manages to do so. There's some smoke coming in covering the center. King Tiger in the center actually, that's where it is. Conscripts. No dodge on the grenade, big damage. Big damage, Crizby. Spinning around. Katyusha could be in some trouble. Panther, if he thought he was going to go in there. Crocodile out now for Elon. Let's recruit AT gun as well though. ISU croc combo on the far left that looks to be very strong here. Clears out the machine gun. T-70 on recon mode there, trying to do some capping. So double worth of strikes, still the AT gun survives.
We have 300 points remaining.
Bring in the planes now. Trigger. Let's go down on retreat. Old Panther's pushing in. The AT gun though, he did recruit in a nice position as well against these double Panthers. And they get cold feet because of that. Crocodile might take a pass here. These planes, you know, take a while to come through, the anti-tank planes. Sternpie squad might have gone down there with the Shrek.
Quiet. Transmission incoming.
Target rotating across. Vehicle was up. Float at the moment for Master, but pretty close to his pop cap limit. Could maybe squeeze in one tank. A lot of artillery though. Double Werfers with a lot of kills on them, and their howitzer also doing pretty well. Oh boy. 6mm Sherman in some trouble here. Firing off the smoke. Going to be able to get away safely. Close call though. Double Panthers and the King Tiger getting aggressive on the far side. It's a kill on that AT gun. So they're rotating towards the center. So seemingly on recon mode though, such an asset here. Werfers going after the building, just surviving. Needed one more rocket to connect there. Bunker covering the center now as well. Allies in a bit of trouble. Get something going here. It's starting to get forced back. Let's see some more mines going down. Okay, SU-85 for Crizby. That's a good idea. Storm Tiger coming in from the side. Howitzer coming in here as well. KV-8 very, very low. Storm Tiger lining up a shot on it, and direct hit down it goes, and a little bit of AoE splash as well, maybe taking that down. With the Stolen Panther and the Jackson combining here though, looking for some revenge on that Storm Tiger. Sticky Satchel coming in as well. It's a dead Storm Tiger. Not much in the center for the Axis now after all that either. Panther rotating across, but this is a pretty powerful combo. Don't want to take that on 1v1. The rival of the SU-85 though with the focused sight mode, just making it quite easy for Crizby to force back these Axis tanks. Don't have enough for another close air support loiter.
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
So the Allies do have some pretty good anti-tank capabilities.
An infantry squad has been killed.
And once again, they are the ones a little bit more coordinated in terms of their capping efforts. And the drain going against the Axis again. Strafing support coming in for Elon. AT coming through, but we've got the Panther SU-85 combo there. Really needs some anti-tank gun support. But they are just way on the other side of the map. Should not be operating your King Tiger without support like this. Allies hanging on through the center at the moment. Good Katyusha angle. Packing some trouble. Goes down. KT coming back in. We've got the anti-tank planes now from the Axis, I believe, coming through. Good for strikes as well. T-70 with 9 lives. Dancing away to safety. 76mm left out there. With the engine damage now. This time the plane's getting shot down by Orphan. Rebuilt the AA half-track. Double Panthers coming in though. As you dueling with that Panther. One Panther goes down. Another one in some trouble. Jackson, 76mm, S-35 combo, and the anti-tank Overwatch just hammering away. Oof, one shot from death there. Panther did go down though. Oof. The half-track shot down one set of planes, but not the second. They come through for some nasty damage, nearly taking down that Panther. I think Orphan getting a little bit overwhelmed there. We're getting pushing in, finishing off this tank. Understandable. Very hectic sequence there, but that was a tank graveyard. Yeah, it was all hands on deck in the center. Next, though, do end up with a VP control after that. Take a look at army size. Cowardly Blender took a battering. There was nothing left after that. But apart from that, the allies with the pretty good army sizes. Similar story. Touma Misaki also took a battering. But the rest of the Axis team, large armies, so pretty similar army counts at the moment. For both sides, still anyone's game. Plane out from Orphan. Oh, we've got a Scot out now. Nice booby trap there as well. Jackson coming across. Didn't actually notice that that Panther went down. US Forces Panther. Just blasting away through the center, looking to clear things up. Double walking Stukas coming in though. One conscript down. But they do get engine damage off on the Panther. Double SU-85s. SU-85 and ISU looking to finish the job. AT guns though. Besides, in fact, triple AT guns. One of them was packed up. Jagpanzer out now for trigger. Just capping in the center. Got the planes ready for the Axis again. Plus 77 munitions. So many muni caches up, leading to huge amount of spam of those abilities. Rise themselves also with decent muni income, plus 47. Similar story for the anti-tank Overwatch. Oh, much on the far side. It's the decrew on the Raketen. Halfway equipped with the tulips. Oh, that was a huge hit from the King Tiger. Heavy barrage clearing out the left, opening up the capture axis. But the allies finding the time to cap on the right. Panther King Tiger combo charging it. Oh no, the Panther didn't die. Oh, because he jumped out of it. I keep thinking it's US Forces, of course. Of course you can jump out of it. Oh, Jackson in some trouble. Still alive though. Getting caught on the trees here. Light AT mine going off though. Might save the day. Got a rifle squad coming in for engine damage on the other side. Got the anti-tank Overwatch. Big committal here from ass kicking, and it might have been too much. KV switching over to the P shooter. Looking to assist. Get some extra damage done on these two big boys. Riflemen coming in with the AT grenades as well. The anti-tank Overwatch just hammering down. And down they both go. A little bit too deep there. We've got the planes coming down for the Axis trying to bail out that overcommit, but I was able to mop those up with the AA half-track. Oh, here come the walking Stukas though, and the howitzers. The Allies with the triple cap right now. Just draining out fast here. Rovers coming in. Look at the damage. Riflemen go down in the blink of an eye.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out. Ready for orders.
Okay, looks like Trigger gearing up for another attack here. Nope. Could have been the end of him there with the shield rockets. There we go, using them on the King Tiger. Some big damage. Werfer coming through. Oh, that's nasty, that Werfer. Does manage to take down the Jagdpanzer with the Raketen. Out of control for a very, very long time there. Firefly missing so many shots though. Panther's armor holding up. Bomb made in. Oh, Raketen. Down it goes. Still drain on the Axis. They're capping in the center, but they need to get some other VP under their control. Whoever's charging out of there with the sprint at the moment. Double Panthers maybe looking to come across to the other side here. On that Scott perhaps. ISU, ready to rumble again. Went through the center. I didn't notice it. Looks like the T-70 did end up going down finally. Probably the MVP of the game though. That thing was awesome. And there we go. Line T-Mines replanted over here. Spots the double Panthers. Double Panthers continuing to drive forwards here. They're dropping the planes. Touma Misaki undeterred. That takes engine damage. This facing the wrong direction at the moment. A half-track taking care of the AT planes. And this is just getting battered. Oh my god, that double Werfer strike though, lethal. Some engineers going down. Teammates on cooldown. Looks like the other Panther's going to be able to get out of there. Or maybe not. Spinning around, getting caught on the VP. Some big hits. Goes down there. Bombardier through the center. Panther on the far side. He's upgrading with the commander, so Rifle Squad pretty safe to cap over there. And yeah, enough anti-infantry. Allies got a lot of troops through the center. Gearing up for an attack here. Make sure those AT guns are in position. Oh, I've got the howitzer coming down now though. That could be nasty against this many clumped up team weapons. Oh, no dodge with the Bombardier at all. And the... oh, wow! There we go. Ooh, all of them going down there. That howitzer striking hard. 35 kills now. Like 15 of them right there. Oh, action on the far side. Jackson Panther combo. Getting cold feet though, not chasing in. And that's allowing these overs to continue capping. Let's try and cap through the center as well. Axis draining out on the VPs here. Oh, I hit a Centaur as well. Not a bad idea. A little bit more anti-air. Axis really Need to sort out their capping though. They're pushing in. Not super well coordinated assault here. Should be doing this with all their vehicles at once. Really make it count. Firefly missing though. A lot of damage onto the Brit tanks, but it does have crew repairs and a lot of upgraded engineers. So we can repair those up very, very quickly. And now Allies looking for the triple cap. Axis really need to get something going here. In fact, the Axis are just going to throw in the towel. Wow. Oh, even with all that resource float, eh? Well, it was a good back and forth battle, but throughout the entire match, the Axis not doing very well with the VP captures. I mean, they left the center uncapped, like didn't even send a squad there for like 20 minutes. Allowed such easy VP control for the Allies in the early game. Some good action though this game, some crazy pushes both sides, a lot of abilities colliding, big explosions. But the Allies coming out on top, quite resilient. Good to see the AA coming from the Allies that made a big difference. The Axis making those huge pushes with lots of planes. And the anti-air really helpful at shutting that down. This Panther steal was very, very good. That, leading the charge with the Jackson behind. That was a killer combo up against these Axis tanks. But yeah, Touma Misaki, especially with that last push there, ran over the light AT mine, just continued to charge forwards with the Panthers. A little bit too YOLO with the tank pushes throughout the match. And Master Tau Z, some pretty good artillery strikes. A lot of damage from these Werfers. But, just like one command tank camped in the center, constantly had about 15 pop cap spare with a huge amount of resources floating. Even if it's just, like a normal tank, Panzer IV or something like that, just get something extra. No point in floating that many resources with army space free. But yeah, GG, some good action here. High action sequence, and let's take it. Anyway, guys, wrapping that. If you like a game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. Good luck.